What is up, everybody? It's the video you've been waiting for. It's how you can actually find items to list onto your store. So with what we're doing, we're drop shipping items from Amazon.com onto eBay. So what we want to do is look for an item that is available to us on Amazon and then go ahead and list it on eBay. But the question is, how do you do this research? Now, there's a couple methods to do this, and the more that you do this, you're gonna find new methods, and it's just a never-ending cycle. The method that I started off with, which I'll teach you in this video, is we're just going to look up competitors' items and list what they're selling that's selling well and just undercut them. It's really simple. We're just looking for things that are already selling really well on eBay.com from Amazon.com, and we just list the same thing at a lower price. It's literally the easiest way to start making sales ASAP. Now let me just change this to the US. I'm gonna just put in a random, why is this? I'm just gonna put in a random little thing here. I guess that's not. Okay, so how do we find people on eBay who are selling items from things on Amazon? Well, the answer is quite simple. You just look up an item that is, let me close that browser, that is being sold on Amazon. So let's go ahead and look up. Now you can type in a random thing, or I actually really like to use Amazon bestsellers. So I go to the Amazon bestsellers. And okay, this is selling well. So this is selling for $10.99. Copy this. And perfect, we found a whole bunch. So this person is clearly selling it from Amazon to eBay. He's already sold 5. That's actually really good. So he's made about $10, give or take, each time this has sold. And these guys have also been selling. So what I would do here is I wouldn't necessarily sell this item. Like, you could try to sell this one, but what I typically do is just click on the dude store and go to items for sale. And I go down here to sold listings. And then I look for stuff that's sold recently, because you know with eBay system, you don't know when this is sold. I mean, you could click this and find out, and if it's sold recently, you could try to list it. But last time this was sold was actually, it was quite recent, so you could try to list this too. But I typically just like to go and look at the other items he has. So for example, this unicorn, don't step on it, unicorn. Looks like it's sold. Let's see if we can find this on Amazon. And looks like it's not available anymore. That's probably why he's not selling it. Let's try this. Lol surprise. $79. Oh, that's probably not a match. Call of Duty. You know what's a good trick too is if you have Chrome, if you right click, search Google for this image, it'll make things, because sometimes people change the titles, but the image is seldom changed. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. So as you can see, you can also search. So you can just search Amazon and then see if it pops up. Oh, it's right here. So it's, whoa, why did he sell it for? Oh, he sold it for $264. So this is something you could sell too. Now you want to make sure that you get free shipping on these as well. And looks like, yes, this one has free shipping. I believe any item over $25 has free shipping on Amazon. So this is something we could go ahead and list. And let me show you how I would list it. Now, for name brand titles, like something like this, there's not much changes that will need to make, but let me go ahead and go through those with you. Let's go to sell. So we're gonna go to sell and we're just gonna list this exact same thing. Let's create a listing, a single listing. And eBay will ask you to look for your product. This is extremely debatable whether or not you want to do this. There are some eBay sellers that opt to not do this. They don't look for a product. There's some that do. I personally have not tested enough to determine whether or not putting a product as finding a product and then selecting that product works better, or simply continuing without selecting a product. It's highly debatable and somewhat controversial. I personally, though, for this video, and I think that it's better to actually select a product, because eBay, I've heard, is starting to punish people who are not going ahead and doing this, and they're not cataloging the items that they're listing. So I would suggest you to go ahead and select an item from the eBay catalog and make sure that your item matches up so that it shows up better on the search engine. But I also want you to explore and try new things, because eBay is always changing and growing. E-commerce is always changing. If people are not trying new things, then naturally they're not going to get new results. So the first thing that I ever do is the title. The title is the most important thing for the search engine. Now, before I get into what exactly we're doing, I want to reiterate that listing an item is not simply about posting an item. You also have to make sure that it's optimized for the eBay search engine, which is called Cassini. So eBay has a search engine called Cassini. What Cassini does is it ranks items. If I go ahead and search something on eBay, if I search up a dog, for example, the Cassini engine, the algorithm, automatically sorts things with its secret algorithm according to its criteria, what item is most relevant. So apparently this Christmas pet vest dog is the most relevant thing because it's actually sponsored, which means that this person is paying eBay a percentage to have this item at the top. It's a pay-per-click advertisement. Organically, eBay's Cassini's engine is saying, no, this is actually the most relevant thing. And then below that, this is the second most relevant thing, third, fourth, so on and so forth. So we want to make sure that our listing is on the very first page, at the very top. Most people don't go past the first page. They seldom do. And there's a couple things that you can do to increase your listings ranking in the search engine. One of those being the title. I would say the title is the most important thing. It's probably like 30% of the search engine optimization by itself. So first thing I do is I get rid of all the punctuations. Things like brackets. Unless it makes it easier to read, I get rid of all of these punctuations. Now from here, I get rid of unnecessary words. Okay, Call of Duty, Black Ops, or even duplicate words, but in this case, this is all quite necessary. I might get rid of 2018. It's kind of redundant. Okay, it's a mystery box. So this is a mystery box. Let's see if this is an FPS game, a shooter, and let's just put fun. We want to throw in some generic keywords. Why? Because someone who might be just looking for a FPS shooter may stumble upon this. And you know what? I'm actually going to get rid of Microsoft and I'm going to put game. And then I'm just going to put video game at the end. Because someone who's looking up Microsoft is not someone who's necessarily going to be buying a video game. But if someone's typing in FPS shooter, it's more likely. Now, you might be wondering, well, how did you think of these words? The title is more of an art than a science. It's purely an art. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. However, there are tools out there that I used to use in the beginning. One such tool is Keyword Spy. It's a completely free tool. And from here, you want to make sure that it's set to United States because we're selling on eBay.com from Amazon.com. And you can look up a keyword here like Call of Duty. And it'll give you some ideas like PS3. Obviously, that's not really relatable. But it'll give you some ideas that are related to this keyword. Similar ones, misspells, so on and so forth. And you can get some ideas for what keywords you should put in the title. And that's the thing. That's the idea. You want to put in the keywords. What could someone be searching? And you want to think like a customer. that could make this pop up on eBay. For the subtitle, we just leave it blank. Custom SKU label. Now here you can actually put in the Amazon ASIN number. So these ASIN numbers are what identify Amazon products. If I look this up, this will pop up. I can just go ahead and put that in here. There are some people who like to hide it by, you could put AMZ in the front. So that way other people cannot normally look this up anyways, but using certain programs they can. You can choose to hide it or not. I typically don't hide it, but if you want that extra layer of security, you could just, make up a code like ATL or something like that, and then after that is the Amazon number. Well, for me, I'm just gonna do that. Store categories. If you have an Amazon store subscription, then you can set your categories. To be honest, I don't really bother with this. I think that I should bother with this in the future. I haven't really messed around with store subscriptions that much, to be honest. And the condition is brand new, and we want to put our own images here. So let's go ahead and put in the images. Now to get the images, I just get them from Amazon. So let's go ahead and put this one here. The file name is also one thing that I like to change as well. So I put dashes instead of spaces. Call of Duty 4 Black Ops Mystery Box Edition. And let's see. Let's put this here. FPS shooter video game 1. Right. And for the images, let's go ahead and upload them. Okay, so now we got our little images. Perfect. Game name, this is... We want to add that. Call of Duty Black Ops. This is a shooter. Why is this in PlayStation? No, Xbox One. Okay, region code, I have no idea. You want to fill these out as much as possible though. Brand, this is Activision, I believe. Rating is, this is M for mature. Region code, I don't know. Let's put FPS. Let's put expansion pack. No, it's not an expansion pack, but it's like a collector's edition. It's a special edition. And here we're gonna put a description. I just go and grab this. Oh, one thing, you're not allowed to put links. So I'm just going to copy everything except that. Let me close these. These are irrelevant. Now what I also like to do is at the top get the about. Now you do have to put a disclaimer. Just in case stuff goes wrong, you want to put a disclaimer. You can put items are not always 100% accurate due to lighting, camera, etc. You have the, so you want to put that the items and items colors orders that cannot be shipped for any reason will be refunded right away. 30-day returns valid only for unused and undamaged products. Okay, so we want to put in a couple of disclaimers that reason for state regulations, legal reasons, copyright, shipping issues, or other. And we want to put in bold here. Free free 30-day returns. Make this a bit better. I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna take the title from Amazon and just make it really big at the top. It'll just give it a better aesthetic. Yeah, that looks really nice. You just want to make it as appealing to the eye. These bolded parts are really good. Check the mobile friendly checker. Might be wondering, is it better to have quantity or quality? It's better to have both. You want to have quality and quantity. On mobile, it looks kind of bad. I don't think this part really looks that good. What also helps too is having some images. So you could even put an image of the item. Let's just put it right here. So to do that, what you want to do is omit. You need the link, right? So you need to get the image link here. Copy that. This is a little advanced, but go HTML image tag. You want the image tag. Image source. So underneath that title of looks better. Oh, image. You know what? Screw the image. We don't really need the image. Screw that. That's good enough. One thing that you'll learn doing business is good enough is good enough. All right, let's put this as a fixed price. You want to be attentive, but you don't want to, stress over small things. All right, let's put this at $259.99, and we don't want to have best offers. Quantity 1, charge sales tax. That's going to depend on you. Okay, so shipping policy. Now here, this is pretty important. For the shipping policy, you want to have it as, wow, why is that not working? Here, let me show you on my actual shipping policies. So the return policy is returns accepted 30 days. Shipping will be paid by buyer and refund will be given as money back, no restocking fee. You could do money back or replacement, it's up to you. Don't know. The payment policy is pretty simple. It's just going to ask you to put in your PayPal email. That's super easy. The shipping policy is going to be 1 to 5 business days, free shipping, and 3-day handling time. And enabling global shipping program can also help you boost some sales. As well, you want to exclude Alaska, Hawaii, US protectorates, and you can also exclude APO, FPO if you want to, because they can be tricky to ship to, but on this account I'm shipping to the APO, FPO as well. So once that's done, you don't really have to put in the package dimensions. That doesn't really make sense. Item location should not be in Canada. It should be in the United States of America. If you're not sure what zip code to use, just look up Amazon Warehouse KY, and you can just get a address of an Amazon. Let's go to maps. You can just get the address of an Amazon warehouse and then just put that one there for the from address. So 40511 Lexington KY. eBay will ask you, do you want to use promoted listings to increase the sales? This we'll cover in another video. And here you'll have your listing fee. Now do keep in mind, you do pay a listing fee every time you list an item. I'm going to go ahead and pay that. Oh, mystery. Oh my god. This is not a mystery item, it's a mystery box edition. Oh, I think because box is triggering the thing, so we're just going to put box at the end. Okay. Why is eBay doing this? This is not a mystery item. What the wow. I'm gonna just trick the eBay. I'm just gonna put this together. Oh my god, that is so annoying. Oh, is it because mystery is in the title? Or in the description? That was it. It was just that it was in the description. Alright, so we removed that word and looks like we were able to fix it. So now our listing is up. Let's see if we can go ahead and it's I guess the word mystery box triggered the computer. But that's pretty much it. Alright, so now we got the mystery edition in there. That's pretty much it for a listing. So you want to do the title. You want to put a disclaimer. Now you may want to copy and paste the disclaimer so that you can use it next time. So you can just copy and paste this and put it in your other listings. That way it'll save you some time. The more you do this, the faster you'll get. I remember when I was doing this, I used to do this every day 3 years ago, and it would take me about I got it down to about 10 minutes per listing, so I could do about 6 an hour, and they would be like nice, high quality, good listings. The more you do it, the better it is. So in the beginning, I would say focus more on quantity in the beginning, because in the beginning, you're not going to be really sure what to look for in terms of quality. You just want to look for items that other people are selling and have sold, and undercut them by a certain amount so that they'll come to your listing instead of theirs. You want to SEO the title, and you want to fill in the item specifics. You want to make sure that you're doing 30-day returns, and you're doing free standard shipping. Now, as you get better at this, you're going to learn more and more of how you can improve those listings. But in the beginning, I think focusing on those little things are the best thing. So to recap on what exactly we did, we went on Amazon. Number one, we searched a best-selling item from Amazon.com on eBay.com. Number two, we found a drop shipper selling the item for the same amount, or for the same item for a profit. Number three, we looked up the competitor for an item that has sold and that we can find on eBay on Amazon.com. And number four, we listed the item, we optimized the titles, added a disclaimer, got image and description from Amazon, 30-day returns, day handling, and we also did, what was the last thing that we did was, oh yeah, no, that's it, 30-day returns, 3-day handling. That's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Oh, actually, this is actually crucial. I forgot how I skipped over this. So let's go on Amazon. So we need to calculate, all right, how much money are we actually making once this item has sold? Now, this is $199.99, and I guess you save $4 at checkout, so it's $194. We're gonna calculate how much money eBay will take from us. So I like to add the eBay and the PayPal fees together. For me personally, they're around 14%. So I calculate with 14%. You should go on, so eBay fees will always be around 10%. If you want to be, it's actually 9.5, but I put 10% to be conservative. As well for the PayPal fees, for me it's 3.75, but it's 2.9 to, it can go up to 5%, I think. So you've got to make sure you know what your fees are on PayPal and eBay. Best way is just call them. You can just call them and ask them what your fees are. So for me, my fees are 14%, plus PayPal takes a flat 30 cents and another 10 cents. So if this sells, I'm left with, so 100% is that minus 14%, I'm left with 86% of it. So $25.99 times 86, I'm left with $223.59 minus the listing fee that eBay said, which was 11 cents, minus the PayPal fee, which was 30 cents. That leaves us with $223 and minus, whoops, minus the $199.99. That'll leave you with $23 when the item sells. So that's your profit. Be sure to calculate correctly that you're actually going to be making a profit before you list the item. I should have done this in the beginning, but just by looking at the fact that this was $260 and this was $199, I just knew it subconsciously. But when you're starting off, you should definitely be checking to make sure that you can actually turn a profit. How much profit do you want to make per item? I would say you want to make at least $1. If you're making $1 per sale, that's pretty good. However, if you are in a foreign country, make sure that you're including the foreign transactions that your credit card company might charge you, which might actually add another 2.5% on top of your 14% fees. Mind you, PayPal also charges fees for you taking US dollar out from US to another currency if you want to change it to like Canadian or whatever other currencies that you may want to change it to. So keep that in mind too. So I would say ultimately after all the fees, you want to be making about $1. If you want to be really conservative, then I think the best tool to use is 20%. So let's say 20, just pretend that they're going to take 20% from you. So let's say 25.99 times 0.8, because after they take 20%, you're left with 80%. You got $207. So you're going to make about $7 on this item. That's it for this video. This is if you want to be super conservative once again. So that's it for this video. I know it's a bit long. I rambled on. It was a bit tricky of me talking and listening at the same time, but I promise you, the more you do this, you'll be able to do this super fast, and you'll be able to get a ton of listings really fast on your eBay store. Once you start seeing sales, that's when you're going to get more encouragement to keep listing, and it'll just be a snowball effect where it just gets better and better. If you have any questions, leave them in the group. As always, guys, keep up the good work. See you in the next video.